Tim, it's over, isn't it?
Steve Walsh, yes, has given it. First try of the game. And just the second of this competition then for Georgia.
Well, I thought it was Giorgadze, but I might be wrong there.
Oh, it was Giorgadze in the first instance who went through, but the ball must have been slipped through.
The man with the headgear.
So, Giorgadze. As we see now then, how the thing was finished off.
Well, there it is, clear for everyone to see. Captured by the camera.
Slinking in there.
Oh, what a great try. But he's shown a propensity to pick and go, get his body position low and pumped. Well, there we are. Did you see that, Mum?
First try of the game then comes to Georgia. We've played almost 37 minutes. It came the way we expected it to, via the forward effort. He was coming to something. Kibirkashvili has to go and fetch the ball.
Well, the Namibians are having a bit of a chat over the line because they're in trouble now. It's only 11, but 11 seems a lot for me for them to catch. And they don't look like it. And these boys here look like, the Georgians look like they like the taste of blood. And they've got points on the board and they'll want more.
Well, he's learnt pretty well from his kicks so far. Kibirkashvili. 2 successful attempts from 3.
And that's over.
Beautifully done. Lovely kick. Gauged perfectly. Right between the posts. Georgia very much in the driving seat. Leading by 13 points to 0. That was the drive originally by the number 8. But he was held up just short. But the try awarded in the end to Georgia. Just a minute to go to the interval. Penalty award against Namibia as they look to come back into it.
Yes, and did you see the way Saritsi took the ball and just drove on it? Dead straight. He just wanted to get the ball forward. Look at this. It's good body position. It's a high tackle, actually.
Yeah.
Rolled over, planted the ball.
It was that man, Chikaidze, again involved in the action for Georgia.
Quite like these loose forwards, you know, from Georgia. Labatsi, Abasharitsi, and that last guy, that Chakits, how do you say it?
Chikaidze.
Kazaitsi. Yeah, they just sort of roll off the tongue, don't they? Those names, well-known loose forwards around the world.
Kibirkashvili can take us further than up towards the interval. And Georgia, well, they'll be pretty pleased with the lead at the end of the first half, I'm sure, Murray.
Well, I think they would be. 13 points. I mean, 13 points to zip, they would be. But I think they've got a bit of confidence too now. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't mount some points in this next 40.
Here's that man, Giorgadze, the hooker, who throws into the line-out. Having created and finished off the breakthrough, rather, in that first period for Georgia. Again, Saritse, the scrum half, organising things, asking his forwards just to take it on again. He put the little kick into space.
Yes, and they all knew it was going to happen too.
Held up well too in the wind, didn't it? And he gets it away beautifully. Kibirkashvili. He looks good with the ball in hand, a tight head prop.
Yes, mobile.
Once again, it's Giorgadze. Really livened up by the try. That's a penalty, surely. Coming in way, way, way from the side that time. Namibia. Kibirkashvili needs a bit of help from his friends in that position.
Well, he did. He was lonely, but that's because his second five fell over.
A little kick again by Abusaridze. In fact, just a little too long at the end of the day. So Heine Bock wants to keep things alive. We're over the 40 minutes.
And that's what the doctor ordered from Namibia. Well, I say it again, but Namibia really are not in this game, but they've got to take some ball. They've got to hold on to some ball. They've got to work it.
So that's the last of the action in the first half. We saw a try from Georgia just before the interval. So they go in at half-time, leading by 13 points to 0.
13-0, the Georgians lead, and a visit from Miss Georgia. She's delighted with the way her boys are playing. Now, time to head back to Lens for the second half. Your commentators, Murray Mexted and Bob Simmons.
Thanks very much, Martin. Doesn't get any warmer here, actually, but we've had a lovely cup of coffee now to warm us up in readiness for the second half, and let's hope, Murray, we get some decent rugby as well to warm us up.
You can see those boys in the panel have got no brains at all. They don't know anything, do they? Because I've seen Miss Georgia, and she is a cracker. And that one, the girl they were looking at, certainly wasn't Miss Georgia.
Mona Schroeder waiting to get the second half underway.
Oh, hang on, that's terrible.
Well, we've got the crowd getting into it. All trying to warm up, I guess, before kickoff. The horn is blasting. And the response from the crowd, it's wonderful. That's been following us around.
The great lived-in face of Grigor Labadze. The flank forward for Georgia. Steve Walsh is still not happy to continue for some reason.
Okay. Shall we do something for what is that? It's very powerful.
Problem with the microphone. So confirmation that Janne de Toit has come on in the front row in place of Marius Visser for Namibia. With a very, very experienced campaigner indeed.
Well, they had a bit of a problem there, didn't they? And I mean, it may be just a substitution, really. Do you think that's the case? They've done that before in the scrum.
Might well be, yeah.
They're trying to find the solution, I guess, Namibia.
Janne de Toit, good operating prop in South African conditions. Janne de Toit, good operating prop in South African conditions. So he certainly won't let them down.
Well, there's the message from half-time. Let's take it to them, and let's continue to take it to them.
Abusaridze gets it away to Kvirashvili.
Chancing their arm, Namibia.
Little kick then into space. Bradley Langenhoven to get onto it, but it was just a little too long for that. And in turn, the Namibians are being sent back with interest by Kvirashvili. Beautifully done.
Yes, Kvirashvili just getting stronger, I think, as this tournament goes on. That was very well done.
Beautiful left boot.
It's more of the same, really, isn't it? It's get back down into territory, you sort of feel, as soon as he had the chance to do it, and he did it. Have a look at this next line out. Namibia throw. You have a look at the way Georgia attack it.
I think we might have a blood replacement, yes, coming on the Namibian side. .6'9", Nico Esterhuizen.
Yep, big lad. Will they throw it to him straight away?
Joint biggest in this competition.
Yes.
Gets up the highest immediately.
Well, he wasn't picked as starting lineup. I thought he would be, so he'll be wanting to prove himself. That's a good little drive.
Tonda puts the kick through, just a little too long. Burakashvili gets in, gets good support too from Chikaidze, his number 8. Again, the kick holding up nicely in the wind. Almost fell for Abusaridze. Again, it's the testing little kick by Van Tonda. This time, Skinnin manages to hang on to the ball.
Well, he did it well, Skinnin, that time. Maybe they gave him a catching lesson at half-time.
and under a lot more pressure than he was previously. Poor pass by the skipper, but again, he's got out of jail by his partner, Kviriashvili. Having to work overtime to get the ball clear.
So, well, he did take that well, and he's driven backwards in the tackle. He's sort of hanging in there, keeping it a go, Skin, and he's determined. He's very good with the ball in hand too. I think that's why he's in the team. So will Esther Hazen have an effect on this game now, do you think?
Oh, interesting, isn't it? Horn into the line-out. This time it's his second row partner, Kazimbiatse, who gets up the highest. But certainly as a pair, they played together in the first games for Namibia.
They're trying to drive, aren't they? I mean, that's also been the message, obviously, to them at half-time. Hey, lads, you're not in it. You've got to get that drive going. Here
That's good going. Excellent technical play, too, by the Namibians that time. Antonda has a look to see where Schroeder is. Kick into space. Kviriashvili sending him downfield once more. Quickly taken by Namibia. Antonda again. Running up a blind alley, though. Into trouble.
But they got numbers behind Namibia. They're playing better.
I was going to say, they better not lose the ball in there. They've got almost all their players in that area.
It's been good rugby since they've been back at since the half-time. It's been very good, constructive rugby. There's a bit of
Tough
blood
rugby
there.
too, yes. So the referee...
Someone should tell him he should lift his head up. It won't bleed so much.
No question there, but that Steve Walsh had to call a halt. But yes, obviously good words said in the dressing rooms at half-time, Murray.
Well, it does give the coaches, I mean, this is great for coach development too, because they've got game after game and they're able to study other teams, other styles of play. I mean, the chip kick over the top, which has been very valuable for the top sides, has even been utilised. No, the blood continues.
Yeah, he has to leave the field, doesn't he? And the Yankees is available to come on.
So I guess the coaches at halftime have both summed it up, and it looks to me like the Namibian coaches said, listen, we're not in this game. We've got to do what we can do well, which is drive, and they've started to do that. The Georgians, they want to play territory again.
So the Yankees in the action. But it's Georgia, good drive. And it's his opposite number, Apasaridze, who's bossing things in there. Little inside pass from Kviriashvili. Pick up this time, Tatunashvili. Just have to maintain the possession. Then the skipper gets it away, kick down the line.
Once again,
Kviriashvili.
Just playing position, field position. Tell you what, there's a good tackle here. Have a look at this. Because he's that mobile prop you were talking about before, Kviriashvili.
Yeah, looks good with the ball in hand, but Berger was more than equal to him there, wasn't he?
Well, he's 118 kgs too, so he's quite a big lad.
Then the ball goes to Kazimbiatse, but it's a turnover. And it's Gyogadze, the try scorer, looking to get things going.
Okay.
Well, good position here. Georgia, we've had very few scrums in an attacking position in this game. And here's one.
Now then, they're all on this side, so will we get an 8-9 move on the far side? Nope, because the scrum was under big pressure.
I don't know if they know that one on the far side. Left hand's a lot harder to do.
Younger Gyogadze goes in to tidy up. Again asking his forwards to organise things. That Steve Walsh all the while was playing an advantage there anyway to Georgia. Now then, this is in a very straight position in front of the post, so what's the decision going to be here?
Oh, I don't think there's any option for the Georgians. They've signalled what they're going to do. They're just going to keep on mounting on the scoreboard. That's what they want. It's no frills rugby for them. They just want the big win. Well, I think they wanted a win to start with, but now they feel they can get a big one.
So he's kicked pretty well in this game so far, Merab Kabrikashvili. We've got more changes coming up as well.